Has the surge for Stellar Lumens XLM begun? I very much think so because I think the bull cycle has already begun because Bitcoin has broken above some key levels, which includes the 110K level, especially on the weekly time frame. It's got a price target of about 145K, but I think it's going to smash that based on what I'm seeing on the monthly RSI reading comparing to previous bull cycles. And why am I talking about Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin is the driver of this crypto markets. If Bitcoin has more room to run, and so will the altcoins. However, if Bitcoin dumps, that's not going to be good for the altcoins. But that day will come because the end of the bull cycle will come. So it's very important to be taking profits and keeping your eyes out on these signals along the way. Now, I do think that we have quite a few months before that day, and I will let you guys know what my opinion is on when that could come. However, this video is going to be about Stellar, right? Stellar, why I think there's going to be a surge in Stellar because the bull cycle has begun and we have quite a bit of time, right? And what I'm looking at here on this weekly time frame is going to be a short-term move for Stellar. Okay, I talked about this falling wedge pattern. Okay, on this weekly time frame, price target was about 60 cents. Okay, Stellar has gone all the way up to about 42 cents today. Okay, now price targets are estimates only. There could be more, there could be less. Very much depends on what type of market we're in. If we're in a bull cycle, I think very likely that it could smash that price targets. If we're in a consolidation market, that is, maybe it's going to be not as likely, but we'll see, right? Just like the consolidation market that we have gone through for the past couple of months, right? It's a little harder to reach those price targets. Now, like I said, falling wedge pattern price target is about 60 cents out of this falling wedge pattern. If we actually take a look and zoom in, right, I told you guys about this smaller falling wedge pattern here as well. Price target for this one was about 30 cents. Stellar smashed that price target. So, like I said, we are in a bull cycle right now. This is a very common pattern you guys should train your eyes to see as well. And of course, this is my opinions and speculations, none of which what I'm saying here is financial advice. But I think it's the most common pattern you guys should train your eyes to see. It's the falling wedge. Very simple, very effective. It more likely than not breaks to the upside. Now let's take a look into a higher time frame here. Let's see what the possibilities are for XLM and what the key levels are for XLM, because I want to know resistances, especially on some of these higher time frames, because that means it's going to be harder to get through these resistances. If you guys see these wicks here, those are basically where the market got rejected. Okay, this is the monthly time frame, so that's huge, right? I look for these resistances to consider taking profits. Of course, everyone's strategy is different, right? Based on common factors like are you trading spot? Are you trading leverage? How much money are you trading? Do you have bills to pay that you want to take profits to pay, right? So those are factors to consider. So that's why I think everyone's strategy is different. But these price levels are levels that I definitely would consider taking profits at. I am long on Bitcoin and altcoins across the board right now, so that my opinion, of course, right now is bullish. So we have some key levels to be paying attention to. Of course, that's 60 cents price level. As you guys can see, there has been quite a few rejections here on this monthly time frame. Next level would be about that 70 cents level. Just look at the wicks, 80 cents level, and then finally back up here to about 90 that 90 cents level. If you can get over that 90 cents level, I think there's going to be quite a bit more upside for Stellar, especially if you guys take a look into the monthly RSI here, okay, comparing to previous cycles before it dumped. Okay, so I think Stellar has some room to go. Okay, now this basically wraps up for Stellar here today. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know if you guys want to continue seeing more of XLM by dropping a like, comment, and subscribe, or any other requests for other altcoins in this market. I'll see you guys on the next one.